That's right, our friends over at Sleeve Chief still have the Fire King combo deck box available for you. Look how amazing this looks. I think this is by far one of the coolest designs that we've ever actually seen. So I'll leave a link down below. Remember, if you use discount code IMCO40, you'll save on your purchase. And they also have some actual sleeves and stuff still available for you as well, in terms of extra deck sleeves and main deck sleeves as well. So leave a link down below so you guys can check out everything. Remember, discount code IMCO40 will save you on your purchase. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button when you be walking away with a booster pack with your comment down below. What you guys tell me what you guys think about today's market. Hey, look, common power filters are now $2. You know why? Because the OCG's been playing this because the card literally says neither player can special summon monsters with 1,000 or less attack points, which means, guess what? Hi, Yubel. We don't have to deal with any of the Yubel floaters. You don't have to deal with any of this. All right, there are other applications within the format that, this obviously can filter towards. But, Tenpai Dragons are going to be one of the main cards looking at this and going, hey, we want to try this. And that's why you're seeing the common start to fluctuate on up. Meanwhile, Hollow's coming in about, well, a little bit more. We initially expected $7, $7, and $4. Yeah, you're honestly looking at about $7 per copy of this thing right now. Am I surprised by any of this? No. This is what happens when, tech choices enter into the meta and really shake things up, and that's what you're seeing right now. I do think, however, that this is going to, well, I guess it comes down to, when we get Phantom of Yubel, we could see a reprint for this, but the OCG, Tenpai Dragon is just getting bullied so hard by Yubel. Now that Yubel kind of exists as a natural predator in the meta, you are seeing that huge shift around here with that. So I am definitely curious to see how things will shape up around this card and around Yubel as a whole. Oh, so Rage of the Abyss. Yeah, fancy set name, right? Konami, they know what they're doing here. I do think that 140, I mean, that's a pretty cheap listing. 165, you still have 23 listings of the Atlantean Dragoons on the market. You're looking at 170, 161, 170. I don't think that this is necessarily too terrible to be considering picking up. And I mean, once again, Atlantean structure deck, blah, 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 something, 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 Realm of the Sea structure decks. Are you kidding me? These... There was only one. It existed on 331, and then they got cratered on up. Interesting. The more you know, I suppose. Heavy infantries, nice $8, $9, by the way. Nice marksmans, coming in about 2s. And, of course, the fact that this heavy infantry, the common from the Realm of the Sea structure deck, is heading on up to $3 right now. Once again, I'm not surprised. You literally said, hey, check out this set, guys. Hey, there might be water support coming. I can't wait for it to be a Blue Eye set. They're just like, ha, gotcha. You're like, you were so close. Speaking of our other favorite water cards, Mermail Abyss and Friends. $24, $23, $25. The fact that you're looking at unlims at like $28, heading on up to $35, it's not like the worst thing in the world, but, you head on up to $50, $60 here. It's overall not in the worst place for Mermail Abyss Stews. Good old Stew is one of our favorite cards in the game. I'm not really too surprised here. And then Abyssland, you still won't really play this, but they're $25. And then good old Abyss Megalo, baby. Yeah, this is the good stuff. You're looking at $31, $25, $50 from Abyss. I mean, $32 for First Ed Unlim, or First Ed Light play is not like the worst thing in the world, but spending that $50 on up here is definitely something or other. Okay. And then, of course, Abyss Gaios itself, you're hitting that $15 mark with 28 listings. Meanwhile, the Ultra's coming in about $9. That's not like the worst thing that I've seen here, but this is definitely look at this sort of thing and genuinely be like, this is kind of surprising. I can't believe that this is actually happening. Yeah, me either, but this is what we're working at right now. why is Archlord Christia rocketing up to the moon? Well, the first application that I can tell you is, hi Edison, how are you? The old format application, check. Number 2, you're seeing things like the Horus deck starting to play this card because, guess what? The OCG did it. Hey, see, deck choices, It's the same inevitable thing right now. And the fact that, I mean, this thing bottomed out at $64. You had your chance to buy this card at $60, a Christia. Holy crap. And now they finally did it. Nice. Well, that is really off-centered. Man, imagine grading that and you would just, it looks like it's cut from a sheet. That's how bad that actually is. But yeah, you're looking at 100 on up to 120 on up to 130. Once again, though, we knew eventually Christia was one of those cards that it checks all of the bills. I would not be surprised to find we come back here 6-9 months down the line and we see these things cratered even further beyond. You know, it just, it makes sense to me to look at a card like this and go, long term, this is everything. All right, what's we got going? Oh, well, first of all, did you guys know you can buy the 6 deck box bundle online for $23? Typically, these are $2, $4, $6, $8, $9, $10, $12. That shipping cost really eats you. I mean, maybe $3, $3, $6, $9, $12, $15, $18, with a little bit of shipping, but okay. But meanwhile, these ultimate rare Herald of the Abysses, I'm not all that surprised to see that this is starting to rocket up. Once again, it is a fairy monster. I understand that there is some sort of build you can play with the Archlord Christia with this. I know. Go play this in Madolche. I guess you could technically, if you really wanted to, you could technically put the Archlord Christia in Madolche, but you're going to be wondering, why are there no monsters in my graveyard for me to be able to do this? Oh, wait, I field spelled. Duh. Don't do that, all right? You're looking at 75, 74, 75 or your last sold. Nothing here on, today, but 90, hitting up to 95 on up to 125. Once again, anybody, are we shocked here? Are we shocked that, anticipation for ban list, you're seeing the hype train doing its thing, and it amazes me that people are surprised about this. So, Midterm Paradox. I know John had an entire talk about this in our Discord server earlier, talking about, there's a giant shortage of what feels like Midterm Paradox floating around. Obviously, the European version didn't get made for this. Actually, I believe this product only technically does exist in English, because I don't believe the Spanish version got printed either for South America. So I do believe that this is only the American print. You are solidly looking at this baby Ceratosaurus coming in about $7. I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of things in this set you're probably going to want to keep an eye on. The fossil dinos as well. The dinos are already up to $15. All right, and you're going to continue to see this be reflected. Cool, the MSTs are up. $9 Sakus, I wonder how long that's going to last. The Miracle Fusion, sure, $9. The Pot of Avarice, 8s. The Aqua Dolphins, 8s. You have some pretty interesting numbers in here. The Divine Wrath is also kind of interesting. Zal Worldo coming in about $7, as will Gaia Plate coming in at $6. Dandelion Secret Rares at 7s. I mean, it's all kind of interesting just to see what's going on with this set. I don't have any real vested interest in this set whatsoever, except for like the baby Ceratosaurus. I've been pretty vocal about that, but it is interesting to see, what's going on with this set overall. And of course, Trident Dragon. Man, these ultis, you get a damage for $85. This is getting out of hand, man. 25, 175, 89. Yeah, I mean, 160 on up to 180. Wow. You can get a secret rare for $70 now. And the only near mint on the market is $81. Excuse me, what? Okay, sure. That's pretty crazy. Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. Now this is interesting, coming in at 27, 21, 26. Yeah, you're looking at 25, $26 across the board here. I'm not all that surprised to see Yama doing its thing. This is one of those cards, once again, with the Fiend Toolbox coming out here, people do want this card. And once again, you're looking at $88 here. Just looking pretty strong here for the game. So, I mean, there's not a lot else to talk about in today's market. I'm pretty intrigued with what's been going on. I am curious to see what else will actually come down the pipeline here. But for now, that's it. So please, leave a comment down below. One of you be walking away with a booster pack. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.